What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Nothing But Skills, and today I'm bringing you guys another division video. Today's video is going to be focused on the top 5 must-buy items of the week. This vendor reset wasn't that great, but I did find 5 must-buy items. If you don't have these items, I feel like they can complete your build, and maybe it can help you go to that next level. But before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you guys again for all the support. We hit 32,000 subscribers, guys. You guys don't know how excited I am. Not only did we hit 32,000 subscribers on YouTube, we were able to apply for partnership on Twitch for streaming. So without you guys heading over to Twitch, following me on there, dropping those subs, and watching my live streams, I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So I just want to thank you guys again for all the support. And if you haven't already, head over to Twitch. It's twitch.tv/nothingbuskillsgaming. Hit a follow. Now let's get into this video, guys. First item you guys are going to be wanting to pick up is at the Southpaw Safe House. It's located just south of the DZ. So once we get here, you're going to want to go speak to the vendor. And the item that we are looking for is located right at this gear vendor, and it's a purple prototype electronics mod, 3% damage to elites. Now this is the same exact mod that I run on my high electronics builds. It has an electronics roll of 200, and then it has that 3% damage to elites. If you watched last week's video, there was one on there that was a firearm mod with 3% damage to elites, and that was great for your sniper PvE builds. But this one is going to be great for your electronics builds. I run this same prototype mod on one of my builds, and I'll show you that in a second, but I would highly recommend you guys picking this one up. It's only going to cost you 84,000 division credits. Pick up 5 of these, and then you'll have an additional 15% damage to elites on your builds. And I run the same mod on my final measures classify set. Mine has 211 electronics, but it has a 3% damage to elites. Remember, 4% is the maxed out one. 3% is still pretty good, so I stack 5 of these on my classify gear set for final measure for PvE. If you guys are looking to max out your damage from your weapon and still get some kind of electronics, head over to Southpaw and pick up these electronics mods with 3% damage to elites. I've been waiting for 4% damage to elites for almost 2 months now, and I haven't been able to pick them up. This is as close as you're going to get unless next week's vendor reset luckily has a 4% damage to elites, but most likely it won't. So I would pick these up, 3% damage to elites, and then it has 200 electronics roll for only 84,000 division credits. The next item is going to be located at the DZ vendor at the base of operation. So we're going to fast travel there. So once we fast travel there, we're going to head straight to the DZ vendor, and then we're going to look at the next item you guys want to pick up. Another must buy of the week. So the item is located right here at the Dark Zone gear vendor, and the item we are looking at is this prototype stamina mod with a almost maxed out 262 stamina roll. You know that 267 is the max roll you can get on these stamina mods, but 262 is still pretty good, and this one has 2.5 exotic damage resilience. So if you want to stack a little bit more exotic damage resilience and get up to at least 22 to 24% exotic damage resilience, you're going to want to use some of these mods, and then maybe you can roll critical hit chance on the mask and then just run exotic damage resilience on your chest piece, and then exotic damage resilience mods on all 5 pieces of your gear set. Now I highly recommend you picking these up. They don't come around too often where they're pretty high stamina roll of 262 and then have the maxed out 2.5 exotic damage resilience for only 21,000 Dark Zone credits. I would highly recommend you guys picking this up. This is another must buy of the week, especially if you're rolled critical hit chance on your mask and you want to have around 22 to 24% exotic damage resilience. The only way to do that is run exotic damage resilience mods plus exotic damage resilience on the chest if you're not going to run exotic damage on the mask. So head over to the Dark Zone vendor at the base of operation and snatch these up. The next item is going to be located at the Dark Zone, and it's going to be located at the checkpoint at East 31st Street. So let's fast travel there. So the item we're going to be looking at is going to be located at this Dark Zone gear vendor, and the item is its prototype performance mod with 4% ballistic shield damage. This is the max ballistic shield damage you can get on a performance mod, and if you're running some type of shield build, I would highly recommend you guys picking these up. They're 4%, they're only going to cost you 21,000 Dark Zone credits, and they're located right at the checkpoint, so you don't have to even go all the way into the Dark Zone to get it. Fast travel to this checkpoint, pick these up, 21,000 Dark Zone credits with 4% ballistic shield damage. So for all of you shield builds who only have 2.5 or 3% ballistic shield damage, I would head over here, pick these up, and improve your shield build. If you're running that defense build, these are a must buy. The next item is going to be located at checkpoint East 61st Street, so you want to fast travel there. So the item you want to pick up is located at this Dark Zone Weapon Mount vendor, and the item is this extended magazine with 112% magazine size, 3% critical hit chance, and 5.6 rate of fire. Now this is the same exact magazine I run on almost all of my guns. I run this on my lightweight M4. I run this on all my SMGs, from the House to the Navy MP5, from the MP5 ST. I run this on all my assault rifles, from the LVOA, Urban MDR, lightweight M4. It's just my go-to extended magazine, and it's maxed out at 3% critical hit chance. It has one of the best fire rates you can get at 5.6, and it has a really good magazine size at 112%. If you don't have one of these, at least pick up one of these. This is my #1 must buy of the week. It's only 21,000 Dark Zone credits, and you have all week to save up for these Dark Zone credits if you don't have them already. Personally, if I didn't have these, I would grab up 2 of these if I had the Dark Zone credits. It's really worth it. Head over to the Dark Zone vendor and pick these up if you don't have them. So the last item is going to be located at the Dark Zone 8 safe house. So the fastest way to get there is fast travel to Park Ave and then run there.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted. Caution. Entering Dark Zone.
So once we arrive to the safe house in DZ8, you're going to want to talk to this Dark Zone gear vendor, and the item that I want to recommend you guys picking up, if you guys have been looking for this item, I know a lot of you guys run this with your 5-piece sets that you're missing the gloves on, are these Savage gloves. They have a pretty decent armor roll. They have a pretty good firearm roll of 1249. Remember, on gold pieces, the max firearm roll you can get is 1272, but they have the talent Savage, which is critical hit chances increased by 7% against targets out of cover, and then they have a really good roll of critical hit damage at 16%. They have assault rifle damage on here, and then they have pistol damage. I would pick these up if you want to run some type of assault rifle with these gloves, because then you can also stack critical hit chance on there instead of having that pistol damage. This would actually go pretty good with a 5-piece alpha bridge with Savage gloves. You're going to get that additional 7% critical hit chance to targets out of cover, so you're stacking a lot of critical hit chance. So if you don't have a Barrett's bulletproof vest and you're missing the gloves on your 5-piece, man, I would pick these up. These Savage gloves have a pretty decent roll. You can always fully optimize them. They have critical hit damage, assault rifle damage on there, roll critical hit chance, and you have yourself some good looking Savage gloves. And that's it, guys. That is the last item that I would recommend you guys picking up. Those are my top 5 must-buy items of the week. I told you guys I was not going to keep doing full vendor resets. I was going to pick the top 5, top 6, top 7 items, and if there was enough, maybe even go more. But this week, I really only saw 5 items that I would pick up. If you guys found some items that you think other people might be interested in, use the comment section down below. I just want to say thank you guys again for all the support. Thank you guys for always supporting my channel. Remember, without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. All 32,000 of you guys are the best. Remember, if you want to watch me live, head over to my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/nothing-but-skills-gaming. At this time, I'm only streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and Saturdays in the morning. I'm also thinking of adding Tuesday and Thursdays in the morning, so I would stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I would have earlier streams for a lot of you guys who aren't in the US and you guys are across the country and you guys want to watch me live. Thank you guys again for all the support. If you have any questions, use the comment section down below. If you found any items, use the comment section down below. Remember, if you don't see me at Last Stand, if you don't see me in Skirmish, if you don't see me in the Dark Zone, it's only a matter of time. Nothing but Skills is out.